Oh my God, rise and shine. It is World Card time, and Dan, the great curator. And we are live from the Hilton at Del Mar, California for the Union Marketplace Card Show at the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
Right.
And it's Saturday, and I am like wiped out. Dan, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
I'm doing good too.
I got my iced coffee over there.
I don't know how you drink that this late at night, man.
We just had all night because I'm ready. I'm ready to be up all night, guys.
Yeah, because he's got a case. Yes.
First of all, okay.
He's going to go hardcore underground again tonight. I'm gonna Marvel Universe.
I'm going to attempt to reproduce what I did at Dallas. I've got a case of Spider-Man metal here, and all I got to do is get a couple suckers to open this box, and then they're going to be opening box after box after box. But I probably have to wait till like 2 a.m. when people are pretty inebriated and they feel like gambling, and then we'll see what we can do with this.
Oh my God, I got to see it this time, man.
Yeah. So that's why I got my iced coffee. Okay, and I plan to be up late. He
plans to be up late. This guy hustles, man.
Yes. So let's talk about the card show here. Del Mar Card Show.
There are a lot of people here. It's really good. They put on a great show. The production value is really A+. They really work hard for it. Wiley and Alex and the rest of the Union Marketplace people.
Right.
So it's always a good one. So we definitely want to be here and support those guys, the best we can. And we see a lot of people here we know from all the other card shows. A lot of other content creators are here, and it seems like they're having a good time. So it's always great to see everybody, and there is a good crowd here, more than has been the other shows we've attended last.
I'm surprised.
Yes.
I'm actually very surprised by the turnout of this show. I was a little bit pessimistic based off.
I was a little worried too.
Yeah, based off of my experience coming back from Vegas, and then just the SoCal crowd that we usually know here. I did not think it was going to be a great show, but I was pleasantly surprised by not only the production value and the overall vibe of the show, but also the turnout. It was like a lot more people than I was expecting, for sure. Let me see if we can get Alex. I just saw Alex go.
Hey,
by.
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex Mo.
Yeah. So, but overall, very good turnout. But the vibe here is really interesting. It's really unique because it's not like a typical card show vibe that you would experience at Dallas or anything like that. They've really put a lot of time to produce it to be more like a like they call it like a marketplace, like a night market is the word to describe it. If you guys have ever been to like a food night market where it's like a carnival atmosphere where they have like different types of things to do, different types of activities to keep you entertained on top of the cards and everything like that. That's kind of what they've captured here, which is very interesting. Like, I don't know if you had a chance to walk around, but they've got like a bunch of different things here. Like, besides cards, they have like
activities,
sports memorabilia. They have toys, comic books, all types of different cards, not just sports cards.
They had like some kind of like video game, golf range thing going on.
They've got like games, carnival games for you to play. There's like cosplayers. Did you see all the Star Wars?
I did. They're right in front of us today.
Yeah, like Darth Vader.
While you were trying to get tenderized.
Boba Fett, Stormtroopers. So they had the cosplayers walking around taking pictures. So that was really cool. They have a really good variety of cards at the show too, not just sports cards. I saw Pokemon cards. I saw anime, different TCGs. We've got us here, pop culture cards, Marvel, Star Wars. But you've got like a real diverse selection of cards that you can definitely kind of choose from and shop at the show, which is really cool. So overall, I think they've done, and I think that was intentional for them to kind of create this like very diverse,
it'll be a little more immersive
vibe, right? Yeah. So I think they definitely hit it out of the park there.
Definitely.
What's your experience with foot traffic and sales so far?
My sales have been like mediocre, but I've sold a lot of graded cards. I mean, I've had a lot of traffic. I've had a lot of people bring me cards too. A lot of people want to trade, but I chose not to make those trades. That's my choice. But it's a good crowd, and I think a lot of people were worried because the Padres are in this, the playoff series with the Dodgers, so they thought that would hurt the attendance. But I saw a lot of people here with their Padres jerseys on, and a lot of people came here actually before the game.
Yeah. Definitely.
So it didn't hurt anything.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to have that playoff atmosphere, especially with our local teams in the playoffs. So that adds an element of excitement. I'm noticing a lot of interest on my Star Wars cards.
I saw that.
Yes, a lot of people came to my table today, guys.
I've got to restock too, but I witnessed this. There's a lot of people.
I'll say right now, like I know me and you have had a little bit different experiences, but I've got one big sale that has made the show worthwhile for me. And I've got a bunch of little micro deals that have already kind of made the show pay off. So I'm happy. I've got everything I need from the show. I'm in a good mood, guys. Okay.
Well, I'm in a good mood because Tennessee upset Alabama, folks. So I could not be more happier because that's their first win since 2006.
Yeah.
So I had a great time watching the game at my booth today.
Yeah, we were watching that game on his phone.
And they saw how excited I was.
But lots of interest in Star Wars, which is very interesting. Very interesting to me. What are people looking at in your showcase?
A lot of the wrestling, my Patrick Mahomes cards, some of my Giannis Antetokounmpo autographs.
People gearing up for basketball.
But everybody's been asking me again for Star Wars, and I have a really low stock right now. I need to restock and get more Star Wars.
You know what's interesting too?
I need to dump them to me.
I moved some vintage Disney.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes,
so
you did.
Vintage Disney, guys. I'm telling you, Mickey Mouse.
And what year was this?
19. They're kind of like the years are not for sure, but it's like the 1930 postcards. Okay. Moved a couple of those. Moved the 1950s playing cards. So that a lot of interest in my vintage Disney, which I think is pretty cool. So that was a fun experience. Daps came by our table. He tried to do a deal with me, guys.
It was like, Union Marketplace 2.0, Superfractor 2.0.
I almost sold another Superfractor to Daps. So we kind of left that deal open. We did do a deal for Star Wars, but the Superfractor deal is probably not over yet. So stay tuned for that. We have a special guest here.
Yes.
Okay.
CV Sports Cards, aka Adrian, who's one of our biggest
What's up, guys?
viewers.
How you doing?
Yes. And
thanks for having me.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming.
CV Sports Cards right here. Some people confuse him for me. Apparently, in other chats on other channels, people think that CV Sports Cards is me, but it's actually this man right here, Adrian. So he's not
an imposter.
Yeah, he's actually set up next to us. What's your overall impression of the show?
Wait a minute. This is also your first card show, correct?
First card show, and definitely not my last card show. It's been fun. Just the camaraderie with the guys. It's like going golfing with your buddies, It's the same feeling.
Yeah.
Like just hanging out, talking crap, making fun of each other, laughing, Along the way you make deals. It's just been really, really, really fun.
That's an interesting point because a lot of people always focus on these card shows as, I got to make money. I got to hustle. I got to make money, right? And that's definitely a part of it. That's one of the rules when you go to a show. You want to sell, buy, sell, trade. But I think a point that a lot of people overlook is the camaraderie aspect of it, right? This is like a guys' weekend, guys and girls weekend.
You got to come to have fun.
Yeah, you hang out with all your friends. You just talk about cards. You have common interest, and you just have fun. And if you can,
I'm loving it.
If you have that perspective and you can recognize that, you can get a lot out of the card show, whether you do a bunch of deals or no deals at all. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I walked in there with no expectations, because obviously, like these card shows, especially in Cali, it's a destination card show. So, you're already paying for room, your boarding, your meals, renting a table, renting a display case. You're already out $1,000. So as soon as you accept that that's gone, you'll have fun the rest of the way. I mean, my first day, I sold $1, and I was happy.
I
was happy, and I was having fun.
You broke that cherry, man.
Yeah, exactly. And this morning, once the ball started rolling, and I was like, near the end of the show, I was like, oh man, not a lot of people have come through. But in actuality, people were like invading my dollar bin boxes,
Right.
taking, anything from $1 to, I had, they weren't junk slabs. They were slabs that were decent up to like $200. People were after those because not everybody could drop $2,000-3,000 on a card.
No,
Right.
no.
I haven't sold anything from my display. Actually, at the
Oh, you
end
haven't?
you know what? I did a trade at the end of the day, gold digging hour trade, and it was exceptional.
That's a good point too, because most of my sales have been lower end cards.
Right.
I sold,
they have?
yeah, I sold one card over $2,000, but most of it was like low end, a couple $100 here or there. So that's definitely a shift in the market that I've seen.
Yeah.
People like not willing to pay a lot of money for the high end stuff, but the low end stuff keeps moving.
I agree because I sell a lot of my stuff on eBay, and I've seen my high end stuff gets looks. It has watchers.
Yeah.
I used to get offers all the time, but now it's more of the the stuff under $500 that gets attention because people don't have the money nowadays because of all the stuff going around.
People you're very cautious about spending.
Yeah, they're very cautious.
Yeah,
definitely,
very cautious.
Definitely.
And of course, fuel being at where it's at, it's just, you go to the gas pump. If you drive an SUV, it's $120 already gone right there. And these guys make it look easy.
Are you exhausted?
I was telling you, it's not easy.
I gotta really talk about this card show thing. These guys make it look easy. It's just like any vacation you take. You gotta have a checklist. You gotta have a checklist of the stuff you gotta do, cross your eyes or cross your T's and dot your I's before you walk in here. It took over.
You want to be on live?
It took over three full days. It took over 3 full days for me to go ahead and catalog and comp all my cards. Then I had to make a spreadsheet, which I emailed to myself, where when you walk into a card show and the guy says, "Hey, you have this for $1,200. What's the best you can do?" You're not going to be like, "Oh man, what can I do? Can I look at it?" Yeah, I look at my spreadsheet and say, "Okay, I paid for this. This is how much I paid for.
Right.
This is the best I could do." And you tell them, "Hey, this is the best I can do." If they can't do it, then they can't do it. And
so it's definitely more involved than you thought it was, right? To set up at a card show. Yeah. That's what I keep telling you guys. It ain't easy.
A lot of labor.
It ain't easy to sell cards. Okay?
You don't just grab your cards, go set up, and say, "Hey," it's a lot of stuff. Just the stuff you have to take to the car,
right?
And
especially
back and forth.
Especially in this period of time where we're in right now, it's not easy to sell cards. But again, let's go back to what you originally said. It's not all about just selling cards. It's about the experience, the camaraderie. I mean, last night you guys were out together. I wasn't there, but you guys were out drinking till like 2 a.m. We just came from dinner.
Fun.
We all had dinner together.
We were up late,
hanging out. So it's like that is part of the experience, and that is part of why we are in the hobby and why we enjoy this process so much. So that's something I want everybody to understand. When you go to card shows, it's not just about how much profit you can make, but it's about the experience, the connections, and everything that you can get outside of that.
Yeah, it's very hard. I mean, a lot of flippers. What I'm not seeing at the card shows is that I'm a viewer myself. I watch all the content creators all the time on YouTube, and I follow along on what's going on. And some of the flippers that I see on YouTube, they haven't shown up to this card show. This is a major card show, so that it doesn't mean that this business is dead. It means that it could be. There's other card shows going on right now. There was something in the Midwest happening exactly right now.
Nashville or something, I think. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, they're starting to oversaturate the market, and when something gets diluted, you don't want it to fizzle out.
Yeah. So, like what I was saying last week about this week about the Las Vegas card show, one of the reasons I think it wasn't successful is they don't have a strong local community to support a show that size. Whereas here in SoCal, we have a very strong community.
Yes.
So we have tons of shops everywhere you go. We have card shows every month. So we have the crowd to come out and support. So even in a down market like we are right now, there's still a lot of people that will go to a show like this and transact.
Not to mention, California has how many sporting teams? I
A lot.
LA has what? 4?
Yeah.
6?
Yeah. So that's important. That's important to know.
Las Vegas has
For
one,
sure. Mm-hmm.
and that's the Raiders. And I mean,
Well, they have the hockey too.
Yeah, they have hockey, and they have their
The
college.
Knights.
So some of these locations may not have a following because at the same time, the Midwest Monster was happening last week too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and also football and on Saturdays and Sundays that might have an effect. But NBA is about to start. Couldn't be a more exciting time.
When does it start? Next week?
I think it starts next week.
Oh, wow.
All right. So with that, we do have a trade night to go to, but I want to highlight some of these comments real quick here to say hello to our friends who are hanging out with us on a Saturday night. This is Caden. Caden collects.
What's up, Caden? Daniel, how is my negotiating skills? I learned it from you. Ha ha.
So if you guys don't know, Caden's this little Asian kid that they
yes.
they highlighted or they shared his reel from. He was doing a negotiation
right?
with Keen. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Talk with Keen. And he tenderized Keen real good. He tenderized them. So I'm proud of you, Caden. Proud of you.
Caden.
He learned everything he knows from me. He learned everything he knows from me, guys. So
He wouldn't budge. He would not
appreciate
budge.
Appreciate it. Keep on tenderizing, Caden. Great to see you out there. Okay. I want to see you make content pretty soon too.
Yes, Caden, please.
Okay.
Would love to see your
Yeah,
stuff.
Caden, if I could do it, you could do it.
Ian, undercover, tenderizer of the drunks.
That's me. That's me.
Ashtone Cardboard Circus. Hey, guys, much love from Australia. We have a lot of people from Australia,
Big
man.
time.
We love it. We got to go visit Australia, I guess. I've never been. Have you, Dan?
Never.
We got to go, man.
Yeah.
Johnny Birch. Hey, guys, almost midnight on the East Coast, getting ready for bed, and y'all notification
Daps.
pops up. So here I am.
Would you like to join our live, Daps? Would you like to pop in? We got a special guest here.
Another special
We have
guest.
another special guest. See, at this show, you see all
This
the
is like the Tonight
Look
Show.
who showed up.
We have
All right.
Dappzsports, everyone.
All right, we need to start breaking
He's
something.
the guy who tenderizes
Breaking something.
Dan for the super
I
factors.
was just telling him.
Another one today.
I was just telling him you tried to get me. I had deja vu, guys. He tried to get me for another super fractor. Deal still on the table. We're still open. We did complete another Star Wars deal, but I feel like he's got a plan. He's coming to get me for it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So anything? What
Together.
are your impressions of the show today? Because you're not set up. You're walking the show.
I'm
right?
just walking the
Just
show.
working the floor. Working the floor.
Just walking the show. I thought that the show was way bigger than last time. Did you guys feel
You
that
think so?
way?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
feel that or no?
Yeah, just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they put more vendors here. They got more like activities.
Less
and-
food trucks, so
Yeah.
that there was a
Right.
larger line.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I had to
yeah.
wait longer.
We need more food
Is
trucks.
that why you were gone so long?
Yeah, I was gone for an hour because it
That's
took
the
me
con. More
45
food
minutes.
trucks.
Yeah.
Alex and Wiley, more food
Yes.
trucks, please.
But the show is awesome.
Yes.
I thought it was awesome the first time. I thought it was just as good, if not better, this time. And all the guys I spoke to who worked the event said that more people attended this time. So you guys would know better than me, but just from the outsider's perspective of walking in today and like feeling the room, I thought it was busier than last time.
Okay, I gotta ask you something. So your name is Dappzsports, but yet you came to my table today and you brought a full case, nothing but Star Wars. What is going on?
You had a case of Star Wars cards.
all
Full
Star
case.
Wars, all Star Wars, no sports at all.
So, yes, and also just as a teaser to the people in this room, so there's only 43, 4, 5, 6 people are gonna know this, and
Okay.
anybody else who
Okay.
watches this later.
Okay.
Dappzsports plans to release a Daps ? Breaking page that is not sports.
Not sports. Not
Oh, wow.
sports. That's a
Not
hint.
sports.
That's a hint. I don't think you can divulge all the information, right?
Jedi Daps over here.
It's coming soon, and we'll be breaking some non-sport products. I'll let you guess what those might be.
I
Uh-oh.
wonder what it is.
That's an exclusive, guys. That's an exclusive.
I can't release the name of the page just yet, but it will be very soon, and I'm sure Curator and Merlin will, maybe they'll just come down, and I'll ask them to break 2 or 3 nights each.
Oh,
For me
all right.
on the Daps page.
Wait, did we just become employees? Did we just become employees?
There are contract
Oh, my 401k.
there are contract offers waiting actually
Okay,
in their
all right.
mailboxes when they
All
get
right,
back.
very exciting,
I've already
very
said that.
exciting. So you heard it first. There's an exclusive. Big things coming soon from him. He gave me a couple previews. Can't speak about it, but very exciting news. coming soon.
Very exciting
Yeah.
news. And anybody who's excited about Galaxy 22, I got to see an uncut sheet.
Oh,
and
man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I would kill for that.
Yeah, you guys should really be excited. I don't think there's the same level of chaser, but the overall product is just as good. So I'm really excited about it. I just want to rip it myself personally, and everyone to rip it with you guys. And I want you guys to potentially be there on Tuesday and Thursday nights from 7 to 9 p.m.
Oh my goodness! Okay, I'm there.
Star Wars.
Are you?
Luckily, I live close by.
Are you one of the exclusive distributors for that product?
I will have a number of boxes. I'll put it that way.
It's gonna be very hard to get, guys. So it's him and a couple of big other distributors. So check out their pages for sure. Anything else you want to plug?
I really have nothing to plug. I love these guys, Merlin and Curator. I know you guys watch them all the time. Big fans of them. Really genuine. Great guys in the hobby. Anybody who's I know that Curator's always talking about pump and dump. I don't know who's saying that online.
I don't dump. I don't dump. I just pump. I just pump, guys.
He's like the nicest guy ever.
Pump. I don't dump.
So yeah, and also, by the way, we've all internally discussed that you should pump what you like, right?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
if you like something,
it's called pride of
what is
ownership.
wrong with pumping what you like?
Pride of ownership, guys.
Yeah. So I don't
have
really,
the. You have no.
Yeah, that's like
you don't have the
that's like
Kurosawa.
I'm not allowed to wear my
Yeah.
Dappzsports hoodie because I'm pumping it.
Right.
Like, of course I'm pumping it. I made this freaking logo myself. Like I'm proud of it, right?
But you're not wearing your chain right now.
I don't,
okay.
guys. I don't wear the Kurosawa to dinner. I just got back from dinner, guys. I did take it off for dinner. Apologies. I'll try to wear it everywhere I go.
Okay. And do you know when your shop is having the opening?
Yeah.
We'll actually. So if you're in LA, and this is kind of some sneak peek info, we will be open. I think next week starting next week, from Thursdays to Sundays.
Okay.
But the grand opening will happen about a month after that. So if you're in LA, you can come by Thursday to Sunday. Yeah. We're just not officially opening, but we are open. I don't really know how the politics work, guys. I just go on camera and do my thing and do deals.
Guys, you got to check out. You got to check out his shop. It's not a traditional card shop. You're not going to see display cases with a bunch of like singles in there. It's like the most innovative type of like.
It's like the Apple Store for cards.
Yes, it's like it's really well designed. Do you have any previews up right now or anything?
There's no previews up. We'll try to get some pictures on the site at some point, guys. I mean, it's just a really clean looking store, and we're gonna host a lot of trade nights there. If you're in LA, Star Wars night potentially once a month, hosted by Merlin and great Curator.
It reminds me almost like a hobby social club.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
It's kind of like a hobby social club. There will be slabs for sale. There will be boxes for sale. You can still buy everything that you would see at a hobby shop. It's just you're not going to have that traditional like cardboard feel while you're in there.
Yeah, it's really nice, really well designed.
And there will be a lounge in the
back.
And a lounge. Oh, nice.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to rip like high-end products or just have a private place to rip, that'll be available too.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for everybody to come by the shop and you guys to come by the shop and to host trade nights at the shop. And Star Wars night in my mind is not just about cards too. It's like it's collectibles and like bring whatever you have and showcase it. It's not limited to cards, guys. When we run this Star Wars night, and you know what? I might just let Merlin and Curator do all the work, and I don't want to do anything.
Right? Now we're definitely employees now. All right. Well, appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me. I didn't mean to trash you guys.
No, that's all right.
That's all right, man.
I thought you were talking to Australia, so I assumed that was the person who has my We Are Bearing.
We have a lot of viewers from Australia.
Oh, yes. We need to bring that back home.
Shout out to Australia. Please bring my one superfractor back home. I love you.
He's never going to let me down on this with guys. So if you guys are watching, hit Daps up for that. Right. We Are Bearing Gift superfractor.
Right. Okay, so I think, as see here. I think we got to all the comments that we're going to be able to get to, you guys. Sorry, we want to hang out with you more, but I got to go to trade night. I got to tenderize some fools.
Yeah, we'll talk. Bye, Dad. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna head out to trade night, guys. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Daps, CB Sports Cards.
CB Sports Cards.
Yeah, all the guys.
He's got a YouTube channel. Yeah. He's got Instagram. Me, Merlin Cards.
And now that we actually have these two guys together, they have a competition, guys. They have
an instigator.
They have a subscriber competition. The first one of their pages to reach 1,000 subscribers, the loser will run around naked around Dallas. Okay, that's what they're saying. I don't know if they're actually going to do it, but it's been said on camera many times now. So pick whoever. Support both of them.
We support each other.
Okay,
yes.
Guys, please get Merlin to 1,000.
Yes,
it's not hard. All you got to do is
subscribe. He's a very good supporter.
Get family members to come subscribe.
Make fake accounts.
Yes.
Whatever you guys need to
Whatever.
do,
You know?
just subscribe.
I'm
It
hot.
helps them.
I'm not there yet. I'm hot on your tail, Merlin. So you
Ooh,
better.
wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
you better hurry up.
Okay. All right. So with that, guys, we're gonna hit the trade now. Hopefully
Yes,
we can
we'll
get
talk
deals.
more about this on Tuesday.
Hopefully, I can break this box open, and then we'll have a full review of the show on Tuesday on Between the Two Slabs.
Thank
All
you for having us.
See y'all
Yeah.
Tuesday, guys. Love you all. Bye bye.